Today we're on the Caribbean Princess, and we're going to be talking a little bit about the ship and cuisine. And we're going to start with Adam, who is the general hotel manager. Adam, welcome to
Good
the
morning,
program.
thank you very much. My name's Adam Gorst and I'm from Wales in the UK, and I've been working for Princess for 26 years.
My word.
So I started at the very bottom with a junior hotel officer and have worked my way up. I actually went to hotel school to prepare myself for coming on ships, and about 26 great years with Princess. And
Nice.
here I am as the hotel general manager on the Caribbean Princess, one of the finest ships that Princess has to offer. And Mr. Oliver, I hope you can back me up on saying that, and your
Absolutely.
experiences so far on board have been.
This is the second time we were on the Princess with in the Caribbean in February, and that's where I met Antonio. We had a great chef's table that particular cruise. It was excellent. So we're back for another cruise.
And Caribbean Princess is currently going around the British Isles in the UK, and also we go over to Dublin and Cork in Ireland, but also over to France as well at the end of the
Yes.
cruise. So we experience a great variety of ports and places to see. We're predominantly North American passengers, with probably around about 80% of the passengers are North American. And we have over 30 other different nationalities on board, so we cater for a wide variety of passengers and their needs and requirements. So a great international flavour around the ship.
Very, very nice. It's a beautiful ship, and I love this particular ship. So obviously the second time on board. This particular time I've come on board because I send a lot of my clients to London and Scotland and Dublin. So I wanted to bring another experience into the mix, and I think a cruise gives a nice overall general flavor to the entire British Isles, and it's great to go on a ship. You unpack once, you're on a luxury liner, and it's a wonderful time.
And we have 1,300 crew on board to looking after our 3,300 passengers this cruise. So we come from over 40 different nationalities on board.
Nice.
And Caribbean Princess being one of the largest vessels in the Princess fleet, we want to be the consummate host on board, and making sure that the passengers have the best possible experience, holiday experience, cruising vacation if possible. Very good. I'd like to have these three gentlemen introduce themselves as the heartbeat of the food and beverage operations. We have
I'm Nando Vinelli. I'm the food and beverage director on board the beautiful Caribbean Princess, working for Princess for the last 25 years, as well as Adam, starting on the lower rank and work all the way up to the position now. My day-to-day job routine is to make sure that we deliver the great product, the great culinary experience and service experience that our customer are used across the years. So, and that's on top of that, we are taking care of the requisitioning of the food for the cruise. So all our, imagine on an average cruise, 12 days cruise, we go through around 14 tons of food a day. And we have to plan ahead together with the corporate office in order to provide, to supply such a quantity during our turnaround day in Southampton.
Very good.
Piazza is a very it's one of the newest addition to our vessel, but provide a wide, a broad range of experience, from coffee, espresso, cappuccino in the morning, accompanied by the pastries, to the light snack with the soup and sandwich and pastry during the daytime, to end up at nighttime with cheese, plus we have the addition of the wine bar serving sushi and tapas with premium wines.
Very nice.
So it's covered the full range of experience, the full 24 hour with different.
And I think, as you mentioned, it is the hub of the ship.
Yeah.
The activities that go on there, it's linked in with the entertainment program as well to create different ambiances and different feelings throughout the day. So you have it's a little bit quieter in the morning, and then we have some just pipe music, and then it's built up to have shows and little segments of music in there as well. So it really is a fun place to be as well. The next two gentlemen we have probably have the combined experience at sea and knowledge than probably any two of the executive chefs and maitre d's put together in the fleet. So we have Antonio, our executive chef as well. Antonio,
Good
just
morning.
introduce yourself.
Yes, my name is Antonio Cereda. I'm working for Princess Cruise for the last 30 years. Actually, I started before, then I stopped, then I come back on the 1984, and I'm still here. I'm go around I'm executive chef from the last 25 years. I start as a first cook, then I go up to the rank of sous chef, and then I become chef 1987. And since then I still have the record of Princess Cruise, which I opened the bigger ship of the world at that time. First the Sun Princess and then the Grand Princess. Then I opened the Sapphire, Diamond, I've been the Golden, I've been the Star, and the Coral. And originally I started with the lowboat.
You started with the Cristoforo Colombo.
No, with the lowboat. Here now I'm here in the Caribbean Princess from the last 5 years. I do Caribbean, New England, and last year and this year the British Island, which I like very much. And we are in the brigade here on the Caribbean Princess. We have 265 people working in the food preparation, 180 with, let's say, with the white jacket, which is involved in food preparation. Plus we have all the other dishwasher, galley cleaner, and helper. We have butcher, bakery, pastry. We produce everything on board from the scratch. All the dessert, all the bread is made on board. Soup, vegetables, stock, and gravy is all made on board. Like Nando said before, we consume an average of between 14-15 gross ton a day of food, including the crew. Wow. We cook more or less like a restaurant. Then we take out the meal count. When soon the waiter pick up the appetizer, we get the meal count and we start to prepare. We know more or less by the meal count of the previous cruise how much is the quantity of food the people eating, and we start to cook, and we know some night the menu, we guess every night what the most dishy go, and normally keep the finger crossed until now. We don't run out of food.
All the food on the Princess I've noticed comes out, and it is just cooked, and that's the way it appears, and that's the way it tastes. So it feels like I'm being cooked for individually, which I know is impossible with so many people that come through a dining room.
Yeah.
But that's the appearance, and it really is tasty, and the meat is juicy and very, very good. So you do a nice job.
The big roast, like when you come to prime ribs, roast turkey, roast chicken, we cannot cook by order. We need to cook something in advance, and then all the rest, steak, scaloppini, fish go from the grill to the plate directly. Never go standing around. We cook, and one is cooked, one is served continuously when we open the dining room.
That is sometimes when we need to wait. Seems that we stay in the dining room forever.
Yes.
You know, a dinner takes almost 2 hours. Yes, everything is there, done at the last possible minute.
Right. Yes.
To make sure that the quality, the texture of the food, the presentation, it's in the plate, and the experience is the best experience that our customer can have.
And Mr. Oliver, I don't know if you want to mention to the viewers a little bit about your experience here in the Crown Grill.
Well, everything, I videotaped a little bit of everything so people will see the entire experience from the beginning to the end, from the time I came into the dining room until we sat down, had the explanation. It's a high-end steakhouse is what it is. Bringing meats and the aged beef over to the table.
And this is the best quality of meat we use, sterling
Absolutely.
meat we use here in the steakhouse.
Now, I first met you through the chef's table. Explain that. That's a wonderful experience for somebody that enjoys pairing of wines with a meal, appetizer.
We start with the appetizer in the
Mario,
main gallery.
you did it on this particular
And then we
cruise.
go in the dining room. We have a first dish, then we have a sorbet, then we have main course, cheese course, and dessert, and petit four.
It's
And
more
Personalities.
Chef
of-
Antonio
Sorry, go ahead.
actually cooked for Her Majesty the Queen. And
Yes,
Yes,
Princess
during the
Diana at
inaugural
one
voyage of the Royal Princess, not the
Right.
new one, the old one,
point. Right.
for Princess Diana. And then I make another party dinner for 150 years of P&O in Tilbury, London, and the Queen come for dinner. Yes,
Very
we cook
nice.
in there.
I was actually there as well.
Yeah, me too.
Were you really?
I was on there. I was very junior, but
Me too.
yeah.
I was very scared.
Uh-huh.
We do so many tests of the food before.
Oh yes, I'm sure.
They
And
use
a
me
little
for
bit of the- I use him just for testing.
But maybe
And
this is a good
the
yes.
main face to
Yeah.
all the
Yes.
all the
There we
passengers
go.
is Mario and,
And
Maitre D.
he's been with Princess so long. He was actually born on the ship.
Yeah, I'm the
long
youngest
time,
one.
16, right?
I started when I was 16 years old. I'm still here today after 42 years.
Yes.
And I asked the company I want to work 50 years more. Yeah.
Now you're from Rotondo,
Rotondo. Yeah.
and
I am from no part of Italy, Stresa, Great
right.
Lake, Lago Maggiore.
I think last time we spoke,
Yes.
my family's from the Piedmont region.
Yes,
Piemonte.
Also, yes,
Yeah.
Piedmont.
Ah.
Up
North
north,
Italy.
way up north.
yes.
Yes. So you've been Maitre D here and
23 years.
23 years. Very
Yeah,
good.
and I have the pleasure to work with the chef because the galley and the dining room, we have to work together. I report everything to him. If the passenger is not happy, he will kill me. So I want to be sure everyone, when they leave, they're very, very happy.
Yes, and they are actually. I don't hear many complaints.
That's not complain at all.
No,
No, any complaint.
that's
No,
right.
we don't want any complaint.
Exactly, exactly. Now, what do you think your main job on the ship is as a maitre d'?
My main job is to make sure they receive an excellent food and excellent service.
Mhm.
So far we've been extremely successful, especially this is the first time I work at the ship. And for us, it's a dream when they go home, they say, wow, we have a wonderful experience in the Caribbean
Right.
Princess. That's what we love about it.
So the face on the entire event is you, because most people do not see the chef
Yes.
or anyone behind the scenes.
He's our
Yeah,
public
So
face.
you're
It's
the
like-
public
yes.
face. On
It's like I met you the first night.
the first
and I-
evening, yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. And we had a wonderful evening that night also. So
But for us, the dining room people is feeling, we love our guests and we have to show to them. My English perfect. After 50 years I work in this company.
very good. Now there are two different dining rooms
It's
and
three.
two different programs. What are the programs that are here?
The tradition is first and second sitting. See, we start 6 o'clock and the second sitting we say 8 o'clock. And then it's any time, like 5, island dining room, so you can come anytime you like it. You can go on the hotline and you reserve a table. If you meet friends, you say, I would like this table like 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock. So I will wait for you and we prepare the table. So whenever you arrive, the table is ready.
Very good. Very good. Viewers probably are seeing that there's a lot of activity around us, and I've kept you long enough. They're getting ready for the pub,
Pub lunch, yes.
and the pub
Traditional
lunch is
British pub lunch.
just like the first time I went into London and went to a soccer match or a football match in Tottenham and had fish and chips, and I said, this is just extraordinary. So it was excellent. We're coming back here today for some fish and chips, and actually you do shellfish, shrimp.
Shrimp,
Shrimp.
yes,
We
shrimp.
have two different menus. We make one in the first day and the second one in the other day. Then we have chicken curry, we have steak and kidney pie,
Yes.
we have bread
Trying
and butter
to
pudding.
give a full experience,
Full
a full
experience.
taste of a British fare.
Yes.
The best of British can
Absolutely.
offer.
Absolutely.
In an
Although
easy,
thing that everyone recognizes Britain
in
for
an
is
easy
fish
way,
and
of
chips.
course, trying to not overload plates, not overload our passenger experience.
But well, I appreciate all your time today. I realize you're
Thank
very,
you.
very busy.
Thank you.